Hey there, my name is Nick. Welcome to Clean and Sober. I'm an addict, not a professional, just an addict sharing experience, strength, and hope through my past 16 years in being clean and sober in recovery. Clean and sober from drugs, alcohol, and all sorts of mind and mood altering substances. Today, I'm going to want to share the trilogy to Clean and Sober. And I have a question for you. What things did you change or made the opposite of just to get to the point where you're at today? And some things that you still practice on a day-to-day basis. Post your questions in the comments below, and then we can make a conversation about it. Anyways, I just want to get to the topic right after this. Welcome back. So today, we're talking about the trilogy to recovery. And the first bullet point is, or the first of the three, is people. Things that we need to change are the people that surround us, the people who we are involved with, and the people that we interact with in regarding to recovery and from where we were in the past. Removing the negatives, removing the dope dealer, removing the people that are still using, and removing toxic and unhealthy relationships. Removing individuals that have been a key point or a key part of our addictive using, whether it's the drinking or the dope or the unhealthy active compulsive behaviors that we just, things that we've act on, which is like the drugs, the gambling, the sex, the abusive, whatever it is, to what we do either to our bodies, to our lifestyle, whatever it may be. Removing those people, and the biggest change was getting rid of them. It gets lonely. It damn gets lonely, I tell you. But I've been having a really good sense of understanding that when I fill this void of removing all the toxic people, the toxic surroundings of people around me, and surrounding them with people who care, and it could be your families that we pushed away during our active addiction, or to get ourselves involved in a community. The sense of community, which embraces healthy lifestyle, is where we want to be. I got myself into recovery by going to a 12-step fellowship group, and within that are people who do want to have recovery. These are the people that cared when I came to my first meeting. They cared. They gave me hugs. They gave me their phone numbers. They became part of my life. And yes, some have come and gone, but in essence, I made a decision to stick with the good people. I made a decision to stay with what they call the winners. And because we say that, that's just something that we would spread around from person to person, that we supporting one another to say, hey, just stick with us. It will be okay. Life will be rough. The journey is going to be a little bit crazy, but we're here. We love you and we support you. You will get through this. And that sometimes is all it is. That's all we need to do. The people that we surround ourselves with in recovery, and then we keep them around, are going to help holding us up. It's like being encompassed by individuals and you're ready to fall. And there's this little test. I remember they call it the trust test, where you would close your eyes and you would fall over and you would trust the person behind you to just grab you and push you back up. This is the same thing. The only difference is our eyes are always open, and yet we still fall if we don't have people around us. So surrounding ourselves with positive people in recovery and positive people that will support us in our recovery, they are always going to push us up. And this holding us up becomes less and less needed as more experience and more time comes along in recovery. So one question today on people: have you changed the people around you in recovery? The second point is places. In some sort of way, many individuals live in a very, very destructive neighborhood, and it's very hard to get out of these neighborhoods. For example, where the dopes, the alleys and the aisleways and all these little places, the bridges, the homelessness, and all those things that people we all struggle with. When we get clean, not always is it's not easy to get away from these places. And some people seek geographical change, moving from one city to another, moving from one country to another. Not everybody has that ability or luxury. However, we must make certain changes. Place could be as small as your home. Changing your place by keeping your place yours. Not allowing, and coming to the first point, the negative people to come into your place, because you're making your place a safe place. This is where it's very important to you, and this is what was very important to me. I remember I didn't move out of the city, but I have moved across the city, and I still live close to many people that are still using addicts. I still live close to places that I used to use at. However, the only difference is I choose to live in a safe environment, a place that makes the zen, whatever it may be. And that's something that I recommend to you, is to change your home. And after you change your home, there's other things that you need to change, which gets us into the third step, or the third part of the change. But places, we cannot always get away where location wise. However, we do need to make changes in places whenever possible. Very important. The third point is things. In the things, the same thing as in our home and our safe places. Things like, let's get rid of the drug paraphernalia. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of everything that reminds us of using safe. The dope itself, obviously, that's number one. Empty bottles of drinking alcohol. I got rid of shot glasses. I have no need for those. And I don't care if they're something, and I tell people that I work with in recovery that want to keep shot glasses or beer bottles, I don't care. Get rid of them. Because they're all reminders of where we were that could bring us back. I've always been told, you don't go to a barbershop just to sit in a barber's chair and not get a haircut. You're not just sitting in the barber's chair. You're going there because eventually you're going to get a haircut. So keeping these things around is like eventually keeping a reservation of drinking, using drugs, or whatever. And I made several changes. Clean house. Get rid of everything that either can bring me back or remind me too much of my using or my drinking or my addiction. Get rid of that and start bringing in things in my house that will help me recover. Literature, textbooks, journals, fresh clothes. Start cleaning the house. If you didn't clean the house before, clean the house now. And all those things that we need to do for the things that we need to change. So my question to you on this is, for the things, what things have you changed to get yourself clean and sober? And I would be looking forward to your comments below. But at this point, these are the 3 changes, the trilogy of getting clean and sober, which is people, places, and things. And these are things that we can use well into our early part of recovery and our middle part or our infantile part of recovery, which could always be revisited and checked on a constant basis. So having said all that, I'm keeping this video short today. I will be posting more and more just once a week. It's just to keep the topics rolling. I have I have been working with other addicts and individuals that help me get the topics, and hopefully soon we'll be getting some more ideas. But today, like I said, it's People, Places, and Things, which is the trilogy into clean and sober. And did you get any value out of this? If you did, subscribe. And if you like the video, please click like, because that shows love that I can keep going on. And please give yourself a break. Keep it one day at a time. It works if you work it. Bye for now.